All right, guys, we're back on the TGS platform.
This is again
Um,
not the TGS. Not the TGS.
I'm your host again, Manolin.
You're not the host, but alright.
I are we all not hosts?
Oh, I thought you gave yourself that spotlight.
Are you not a co-host?
Oh.
Uh, Just call me a hoe.
Well, if the shoe fits, I guess wear it, right?
Hell yeah, bitch.
All right. You're not supposed to cuss the first 10 minutes. We're rolling. Fuck it, we're rolling. Okay. Present your name.
Hi guys. My name is my name is Jessica or Karen. Karen, not Karen.
Alex or Paco?
Hi guys, I'm Melissa.
Did you guys hear that change in her tone though?
I don't know how to act.
No one here knows. All right. And this is our second try. Officially, I guess this ain't official yet. The
Hopefully.
next week will probably be our official one, but everybody's, I guess, gonna hold around or something. Go out.
Yeah.
for
To be
Halloween.
fair, it is the Halloween weekend, right, Paco?
Yeah.
Okay. And so this is a little different from our first one that we did. So this one is mostly about music, things like that. So I guess we can start off by going around the room and saying what's something new that you've heard. Um, in retrospect of what's going on right now.
Like,
What do you
general
mean
or
though?
music?
Yeah,
The
like music, like
oh, okay.
something new.
Music
you know
world,
what I mean?
or
In the music world, yeah.
Well, I just saw a video on TikTok about The Rock with Kelly Clarkson singing some country. I don't know how I feel about that.
Country. Well, then
The Rock.
I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the trap industry, but all right, we'll start with country.
I asked you.
No, yeah, I did. I guess I did. But yeah, no, that's very different.
Is booty.
What?
he said country's booty.
Okay. Why do you feel that way, Paco?
I never been asked about.
Yeah, why do you think country is whack? I'm just curious.
Cause it's slow.
It's slow.
Not all of them are slow.
You sound a little slow.
You build like a slow person.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's not talk about
not go
appearance.
there.
All right, this ain't a roast me battle, but keep going.
Let's not go there about appearance, brother. By the way, we're all family. I am the middle and the only girl child. And then we have Alex or Paco as the youngest and Marlene as the oldest. And Melissa is his partner.
Manolines.
The weird one.
The weird one.
We're just gonna let Paco have his little moments. Anyways, Marlene.
So usually we were gonna start this a little earlier, but this guy went MIA, fighting vampires and stuff. So, anyways, The Rock, I guess, is pretty cool. I guess not really. I mean, I guess he does it all now. Who knows? I honestly, when he came out with that rap song, I guess would it be? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to Tech Nine, but it was all right. It was all right. I didn't think much of it. I just thought it was not the best, but not the worst. You know, definitely a good read. What about you, Karen?
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, what's something new that you've heard?
Well, I established that new song earlier today, but I guess that's an old song, the Más que Amigos.
Oh, from LDNE.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
it's a vibe. It popped up in my playlist.
You know,
and
I tried to get you on them for a very long time, and you just did not want to.
I was going through my Bad Bunny phase. I'm gonna be real.
Uh,
I'm still going through
Who
it.
is it?
It's just,
I guess who isn't, right?
it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out that hole, you know.
Well, I mean, I guess they're different genres. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they're corrido, but I guess I want to say trap corrido in a sense, but not really. What about you, Paco?
Arnold is king.
What?
Name no. The question is name a song. A new song that you've heard.
That you heard a new song. I mean,
Yeah.
what new song have you heard?
And what do you feel about it?
I really don't listen to new songs.
All right.
You're obsessed with freaking Fercho.
Who?
Like the Feliz Cumpleaños Fercho.
That's a good song. Or from
Good.
Togisha.
Yeah, you've just found out some new songs about Toquisha, bro.
They're old songs though.
All right. Cool.
You're canceled.
All right. Let's see. Oh, I think Ozuna, the new song that Ozuna made,
I can't vibe with
not with
Ozuna no more.
Shakira.
Oh.
Not with Shakira.
I like the one with Shakira. It's cool.
I haven't heard it yet, but
Isn't it bachata?
Somewhat, but not really.
I don't remember the name to it, but it was a good one. It was when
Okay.
we went to Vegas. It was pretty good.
Couldn't be that good if you don't remember the name.
I guess. Well, let me look it up real quick. Cause it is a vibe. How come you don't listen to Ozuna no more?
I feel like he just fell out. Yeah.
Why? Why is he whack?
You said it.
No.
Te pienso. It's called.
¿Qué piensas?
He's not
Alright.
just that.
He's just not even with it.
Okay. But yeah, why do you feel like Ozuna is just
I
fell
just
out?
feel
Or?
like
Tell me about it.
tell you about it or talk to you about it.
Both.
I just feel like he just fell out after Odisea. That was his album, right? Hmm? Like there's not. He's been in, I guess, not even in remixes for real. I don't think I've heard him in a remix for a long
He's
time.
been
He-
featured
He
in other
definitely.
songs, but not like his own hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean I guess that's what.
Well,
I meant.
wasn't there a scandal of Ozuna?
Was there?
I think there was.
Somebody Google it.
I remember there was a scandal about him. I think
Mm-hmm.
some of him saying some comments about.
Oh, he has a new song out with Fade. That's actually on his number 4th song, and his first one is D-List.
Which will always be good.
It is a good song. However,
It's the best song.
there is nothing new of him in his top 5 on Spotify.
Well, we'll give it some time.
No, like there's really isn't. Like he is.
It was like Now or
Solita's a
Never.
good one too.
He says right now the number 49th in the world.
Damn.
49 in the world.
Yeah, which honestly is
That's
pretty good.
not bad.
It's really good.
not
Because
bad.
Anuel I think is like in the hundreds.
You know what's crazy? Cause like
Ugh.
you know people talk about the Latin billboards or top 100 Billboard. Never really paid attention to it, and I mean honestly I don't think people really that actual not that you know partake in like the awards, but like people will just like normal people don't even look at the Billboard 100, but like only look at Spotify.
Back in the day, it was like even on billboards.
No, but what I'm saying is like I feel like Spotify has really just taken over, like in retrospect of like everything around.
So are you a Spotify or Apple Music?
I really like
Music is free and better.
On where?
where
Yeah.
they're not a paid sponsorship, but
But it's still free though, and you listen to music. Unreleased and released.
But you get ads.
oh you get ads?
Yeah.
But it's not ads where
Oh.
like.
Nah, you get ads.
Disgusting.
But it doesn't stop
On
the music.
Apple Music?
No, it doesn't stop
It
the
does.
music.
So it plays
No,
on
doesn't.
top of your music?
No, it's just like
It does. It's happened while we've been in the car. It happens.
cause you
Spotify
click
or
on the
Apple?
music, like you
His
click where this,
music.
you could mute it.
Oh.
So you have to mute it.
No, you don't have to do nothing. It pops up, but you just wait for like 10 seconds or less.
So we have to
So-
wait to
So
listen to the music.
number one artist in according to the Billboard charts this week is Stray Kids.
Stray Kids.
Probably the
Some
first one.
What?
some K-pop, I guess. Number 2 is
K-pop is
Beyonce.
popping.
What is the Latin Billboard though? Latin Billboard.
Wait, Bad Bunny in the world,
Mm.
and Bad Bunny's number 4 and he's going down.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, he hasn't released any new music.
But
He's been out there touring.
The number 1 in Hot Latin songs on the Billboard is Didi Me Preguntó by Bad Bunny. That was number 1.
Mm-hmm.
You're just gonna be that's the only Hispanic one I'm seeing for real. As far as like the.
So he's number 4 in the whole world and number 1 in Latin.
Oh, I don't know about the Latin one.
Melissa just said, I think. Yeah.
No, but that's like songs.
Yeah.
I'm.
Oh, song. Oh, so it goes differently. So it goes from
By
albums to artists to.
So for artists, end of the year, because I guess it's based on like end of the year artists. For 2021, Bad Bunny was number 1. Number 2 was Raúl Alejandro. Number 3 was
Really?
number 3 was Karol G, of course, and number 4 was Kali Uchis.
Oh, she's alright.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've heard only one song from her.
Yeah.
Number 5 is J Balvin, of course. Wait, how do you guys feel about that whole controversial thing with J Balvin and Calle 13? It don't matter.
It does.
I feel like these are just. I don't know why they're coming after him.
But the thing is that
Mike.
Out of everybody out there though, why J Balvin? That's my thing.
Because J Balvin is not. He. I feel like he, in a sense, he has that mindset of like Bad Bunny, where he's not afraid or scared to do something controversial. But what I don't get is why everybody is mad that he had the girls acting like perras when the song is called Perra, and the female artist on the song, which is Tokisha, is talking about how she wants to be a dog, and she's eating out or drinking something out of like a dog plate.
Wait. So there's another controversy going on.
Oh, that's the only controversial thing that I've heard was where he was basically saying that Calle 13 was offended or basically talking for all the darker people, DR people, I guess.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I know about the other conflict they had,
Which was?
which was the billboards or like an award
What do you mean?
between J Balvin and Residente. Because I guess J Balvin wanted to have like a whole group of people boycotting it because they didn't want something to do with the Latin community.
I'll pull it up. Because that's the only thing I've heard. That everybody was hating on him.
Well, I feel like a lot of people don't know about the song.
A better
Like,
song?
yeah, like
Yeah.
they've heard it, but they think it's probably J Balvin's song when in reality.
He
It
was
was
the
her
feature.
song.
He
That's
was
what I'm
the
saying.
feature on there. And
So that's what a lot of people are saying, like, yo, why would you make this girl when in reality the girl was the one that's making the song. It's her song. He's just a feature on it. He, like, he did what he did. And,
Okay. So the history of tension between Residente and J Balvin, according to Billboard and People, their feud began when nominees were announced in September for the Latin Grammys. At the time, J Balvin accused the awards show of discriminating against reggaeton artists like himself despite landing 3 nominations. That's what I heard.
Oh, I heard the diss track that he had put out, or Residente had put on Instagram, was basically calling him out. Like, why do you, because in the music video, if you see it, it's still out on YouTube, but I think they have 2 DR women like on In4, and they're wearing dog collars and they have chains, and basically saying, well, why are you downing people of color? Like, why couldn't you basically have like a white girl there? I don't know. To me, it's just stupid because it's in the song, you know.
yeah, no, I mean, it's,
However the artist wants to portray it.
yeah, it's getting, cancel culture is getting ridiculous now, especially when artists are behind it now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, to be fair, has Calle 13 made anything new?
For real, the only song that I know from him is the Atrévete song. And that's it.
He has a couple.
No,
He
that's
has
the
Hawaii and some other one.
that's the only thing I've heard. That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
But, I mean, he's a good guy, but I don't know. I feel like the intentions are...
They're not in the right place.
I mean, I
And
could
also-
kind of see, but if Calle 13 really looked at the song and he went to it, why was he after the chick,
Yeah.
which is, what was her name again?
Tokisha.
Tokisha.
I think it comes down to the fact that there was already altercation there between both of them prior to.
Maybe, but I don't know.
And also, I think that they're different times. Like, you know. Calle 13. I mean, yeah, maybe J Balvin was putting out music then, but like you said, he hasn't put anything out recently, as in like Calle 13
Mm-hmm.
or Residente, whatever you want to call him. So it's like it's different.
Wait, so
times.
Calle 13 is Residente?
Mm-mm.
No, okay, I was about to say it's two different people.
Residente is part of Calle 13. It's a group.
But he's the main guy,
Oh.
right?
But he's the main guy, but he goes by Residente.
Interesting. See, I did not know that. Okay.
Number 9 was Mike Towers. I'm proud.
That boy going up, man. That boy going up.
I feel like this year was really bad for him, but
I just feel like
he's doing his album and he needs to drop it. That's it.
well, I feel like he's smart about it. Cause like this year was a year for who do you think this year was for?
Rao. I really think it was
It
Rao.
was Real.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Bad Bunny, but I think it was more just because of the
It's just the hype. Honestly, I think it's just the hype. Of
right,
Bad Bunny.
but
But like when it comes to like music and like who put the most out or whatever music,
hmm
I think it was Rao.
I think statistically, like Mike Towers, not just him. I feel like other artists, like they knew that no matter how big they could go, they knew that their album was just not gonna hit because of the time right now and the hype of the other
Bad
artists.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Of the
So
other
it-
artists,
so
no,
it was-
specifically Bad Bunny.
So it was smart. It was smart, and I understood that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was like actual like the nominees and the awards. Like for example, in the hip hop, I think Grammy Awards, I think it was that just happened. There was a lot of controversy in terms of like who won the awards and stuff like that, and a lot of people were I guess mad that of the person that won. And I read a couple things and it kind of made sense because it was like, these awards are won by people that show up. Because like nobody wants to make this big event and give it to somebody that's not there. You know what I mean? Which I kind of understand why some people won the way they won. Because I think
What do you
Kodak,
mean?
because I think Kodak Black didn't win, and I honestly I think he should have won. One of the awards, but it was I forgot who it was that won it. Can you look it up? Somebody look it up.
My phone's about to die.
You have your phone, don't you?
Well, I thought that's why you were on the laptop, girl, to look it up.
Did you know that Kodak Black is coming to town in
He is?
November
With Gorilla.
with Gorilla and some other people?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go.
I don't listen to him.
I just had tunnel vision.
I don't even know. I honestly, the only one I know, I think it's that Kodak, that Cocaine Black song. What is that called? What's that one song called?
I don't know. I mean, I guess I want to go just because it's different.
I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't vibe to it.
And that's okay.
Awkwardly.
Awkward silence. Well, everybody's trying to link up something.
Okay, yeah, I found it. So it was Kodak Black saying he went off about not being on BET's Hip Hop Awards. So he said he didn't. So who won the best song of the year?
Uh-huh.
It was Lotto for saying Big Energy.
It was. That is a big song though. That is a big hit.
But it wasn't the best song of the year.
But it was a big hit. It might not be the best song, but
For
it hit.
you,
But no, but
no,
it hit.
no, but it wasn't.
BET, though.
For Super Grillin was amazing. It was actually so good that Mike Towers and I forgot the other guy, but he was on that track for Super Gremlin.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Well, the controversy is that they lost. He lost to her, and it should have not been that way.
But why though?
Because that song was the amount of impact it did for the best song in that category in terms of hip hop, it was
But
just
it's
not
'cause
it.
the idea or the thought of hip hop is different. Like the genres that we used to have, I don't think it upholds the same.
No,
It-
well,
it doesn't.
see, if it was under a different category, yes.
But that's the thing. There's no labeling of hip hop.
No, you guys just don't understand.
No,
you-
I don't think you're quite understanding.
Well, no, it's because you don't even know what Super Glimming is. You don't even know Kodak Black's like. Can you name 3 rappers right now in the hip hop industry
Rappers?
that are not Drake, that are not Lil Wayne or Gucci Mane? They're not dropping any albums. These are people that are dropping albums consistently.
But that's the thing. Nobody's really dropping albums. Future,
Kodak Black,
Future,
Kodak Black dropped an
Future
album.
dropped an album. Future dropped an album. Didn't Nicki Minaj drop an album?
No, she didn't.
She didn't.
See, it's
But
hard.
that's the thing, though. That's because I don't listen to this type of
Exactly,
music.
but what I'm saying is because I do listen to it. It was just he was robbed because it was just not. There was no way. And the reason why I brought it up is because, you know, a lot of artists aren't showing up to these awards because they know it's not good. They know it's fucked up or whatever, right? But the upside to, I guess, the way to defend that is like, if these people that are making these award shows and they make them a big thing and they make them whatever, and the person that should nominate it is not there, they're probably gonna give it to the other person because the person's showing up, the person's there, the person's doing the whole thing. So that's why I feel like some award shows are doing that, which is kind of messed up, but I kind of get what they're saying because at the end of the day, these award shows want to make it seem like they're prestigious and stuff like that.
Yeah, but
So,
I mean, at least in my perspective in things, sometimes you can't just have the same people getting the awards. It's time for someone else to shine.
well, I mean, put something good out. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess in the Latin community, you can see it with that. What's that one girl named Yaritza?
Oh, her, yeah.
Yeah, she was on TikTok for like literally, it came out with the song, and then now she's on performing for the Latin billboards or the Premio Juventud or
Yeah,
all
she's
those.
on her second album now.
Yeah,
Good for her.
yeah. But my thing is like obviously she wouldn't compare to, I guess who's a big banda.
Banda,
Pista
probably like
21.
No, that's not a banda.
They're not a band.
They're not.
Okay,
a,
that
they're-
was something I wanted to talk about too.
No, they're not
Where,
a banda.
so you don't
Banda.
think
They're a group. But
They're a
not
group.
a banda.
pues como Jenny Rivera, ella era banda.
She's not a banda though.
what are you talking about? Bandas and like
Like a
bandas
banda,
de
like
norteñas and stuff like that.
Like Eslabon.
Eslabón Armado.
I thought he was
He
corridos.
no, he has a banda. That's what I'm saying.
Is that a banda?
When you have more than one people, yeah, you have. What do you call them?
Well, none. I don't know.
That's
That's
what I'm
see,
saying.
that's a very good question.
Because I haven't.
No, to me, they're banda. They're just
Because
banda.
when I think of banda, I think like Banda El Recodo.
Yeah,
Or
Like
it's-
these,
because
like
they have the
Capaz.
name banda, you know.
Well, is Capaz is not a banda?
Capaz?
Not really.
No.
Why is they not a banda?
because they don't have the trombones and all that other
Neither
stuff.
does Eslabón Armado.
Yeah, he does.
He has a trombone.
In one of his music videos that I saw.
And
yes, he
one?
does. I don't really.
He
look
does though
at
because he
music
even
videos.
performs with the whole group behind him.
So does Capaz.
Pero no tienen el trombone.
Okay,
Like
but
the
well,
specific
but that's what I'm, no. But you're going you're going back to the whole thing that Capaz is old news. Let's be real, he's old. They're all news. So the
Oh, hold
the
on.
version of bandas then it cannot be compared to the versions of bandas that are now. You can compare Capaz with Alegrande Musical and say, okay, those are two are bandas, but you can't compare Alegrande Musical con Eslabon.
I mean, I feel like the term banda will always be the same, though,
But
right?
it's not though. Because okay, so even just in general here, like whenever like if I send you a message, hey, like, or if I send my friend a message like, hey, like, is your banda free this tonight? They're not a full complete band, but
But wouldn't it be a grupo?
it could also be
So what's the difference
Reference-
between grupo and banda? It's tough, huh?
I don't know.
It's
bro.
tough, right?
To me, though,
I don't know.
I guess me personally, they're bandas. To me, they're the banda.
Because I never once heard you say, "Hey, let's go get a banda."
Because we don't.
We say, "Hey, can we get this grupo?"
I've
Or
never.
let's look for a grupo.
I've never heard.
Or,
I've
oh,
never.
es un
I've
grupo-
never referenced a banda
Es un
or a
grupo que está tocando a la quinceañera or something like that. You know what I mean? It's always a grupo.
No, we kind of say banda.
I've never said banda.
You've said banda.
Mm-mm.
You have.
Es un grupo.
No. Okay. Well, I'm letting you guys know. Like, I guess my reference to that is banda. Like to me, that it's I don't know her name, and Eslabon are bandas to me.
Shout out to her though. She's. I hear she's writing for people too. I think.
Yeah,
That's
she's
good.
making it. She's making it out the hood.
Very good.
And she used to be like a campesina with her parents.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Okay. Do you guys know of any like local rappers or anything like that coming up here in KC?
The only one I do know is this guy I went to high school with. I think his name is Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really listen to. I mean, I've heard it on Twitter, but it's not something that like I play on the regular basis just because I always listen to like reggaeton and like Latin stuff. But I've listened to his previews on Twitter, and I mean, yeah, he sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he's dropping new stuff constantly. At least from what I see,
Mm.
there's always new things coming out. But I mean, that's as far as it goes.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I mean, the only person I know is the old, like, acquaintance, because we're not even, like, friends. But his name is Eddie. We went to elementary, just, like, school together.
Mhm.
And he constantly, like, sends messages like, hey, can you share my video, my song, and all this other stuff. I'm not really into that genre, but, it's cool.
Interesting. I never seen that message.
Oh, my God.
Interesting.
Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, word.
Oh, she uses Insta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really
Insta.
respond back on Instagram because I don't really use it. And I don't respond back to him on Facebook either. I just see it and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, remember from Bethel?
Nico?
Huh?
Is that what Nico's?
No,
didn't you tell
not
me
Nico.
this? No.
Juan Lopez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making songs.
For
He's
real?
great. Yeah.
Oh, I think I did see that on Facebook.
Yeah, he's doing good. I think he's part of the Illis crew. I don't remember his stage name.
I don't know.
But yeah, that dude's going up. I'm happy about that. I'm cool. He's like doing music videos. He actually does podcasts too.
I know they just started. Fuck. I don't know. I forgot. It slipped out my mind.
All right.
I mean, it is 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is 1 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. Well, for everybody that don't know, as of right now, is just got in. Melissa and me. Paco left because I guess he was a little too turned up. And then our other co-host, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was supposed to be here, but I guess his team lost and he couldn't take it.
By the way, fuck America. But
All right.
She said it.
That is not the podcast for it, but you know,
That's cool.
it's this is a start of something good. I feel like,
We go in places.
yeah, I feel like it's a start. You know, there's the only way to go now is up. What else should we talk about? Well, something in the hip hop world or
okay, something that I guess I've been constantly seeing.
okay.
Is do you guys think the old Anuel is coming back? Because I'm constantly seeing this.
Okay.
The old one?
Yeah.
I do hope so.
I don't think so.
I am excited for what's gonna come.
I know he has some new songs. Good.
So
the previews are hella
He
good.
showed me Gooden. That was actually, it was cool.
I really wanted to buy shoes.
Oh, I think so. Is Reebok? You
Yeah.
can still buy them. They ain't sold out. Trust me. They ain't no Bad Bunnies.
All right. Well, I just don't like the color. scheme.
The color wave.
I saw the other ones because I guess she has a different color. It's red, white, and blue. So that one I thought maybe, but I didn't find them at the outlet store in Vegas. But yeah, no, I hope it's better than what it was. I honestly hope he's in a better state of mind, and he's doing his thing. I mean, he's in everything I've seen from our co-host that wasn't here today. He's been definitely promoting his stuff, so like we could only see. And honestly, I don't really want to speak about it too much until he comes, so he can defend him.
Well,
But,
he's not here, so we can talk as much shit as we want. Because at this point, I really don't think he's coming back. I think he really did fall down, and yeah, I don't think you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like every artist has a chance to come back.
Like Farruko.
Don't talk about him.
Hey, I mean, at least he's still making appearances.
No.
Making music. Honestly, though, I like it.
His new Christian music?
I like it.
I mean, I haven't heard it just because
I cannot hear it.
I just really think he contradicts himself.
Well, I saw an interview about him when they because I think it was from Univision. Like what's his name? The guy with white hair.
Jorge Ramos.
Yeah, I think he's the one who shout out to that guy. But yeah, he interviewed him and le preguntó like, are you still performing the song? He's like, yeah, I'm performing the song the way it is, the way I wrote it. You know,
He
I'm not
doesn't
changing
perform all
any
of his
notes.
songs.
Huh?
He doesn't perform all of his songs.
No, but he's talking about Pepas.
Yeah, but it's a different type of beat to it now.
But
it's not the same thing.
well, what he said to Jorge Ramos, he was like, yeah, you know, like I did it. You know, that's what the people want. That's what I'm gonna give them. You know, I understand that it was from a different time and place, but you know, you can't just erase your past. And as long as you do it with a good intention, I think is what he said. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing. He said, as long as it's through a good intention, you know, I feel like you just, you know, it's something that got you somewhere in life, and you know, you have a right to speak about it.
I think what everyone should.
And so I was, what?
Go
No, go ahead.
No, go.
So I was just very interested in that, but the man let me down.
I think he let you down in the aspect that one day he comes out with Pepas, and then literally not even a month later, it's like, boom, in the news.
Honestly, as a diehard Farruko fan, and I'm gonna say this because I was in the trenches with this man. You know, like I waited for Los Menores for a couple years.
No, not a couple, it was several.
You know, and when it came out, it was glorious. He was gonna come to Kansas City, and then it just stopped. You know, this man helped me out in my darkest times, and then he just did a whole. But then again, you can't blame him because the music now is not what it was back then.
True.
You know, which is cool, but damn, you know, like it was such a letdown. About what?
Turning into Christianity.
I was actually going to want to speak about that because right after he announced that he was turning Christian to like the world, he came out with a song where he was talking about ass and titties and popping mollies.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's where a lot of people were confused. Like, okay, are you choosing when and where you want to be a Christian?
It hit more when his grandfather passed away.
But that's the thing, though. This was after. This was all after his yeah. I mean, the backstory behind that is that he basically was raised by his grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
So once his grandpa died, it was more so of like, damn, like he really has nobody. So that's why he turned to God, you know, to guide him, help him, whatever it was. But besides that, I mean, great for him. You know,
Yeah.
I'm cool with whoever wants to support or believe in what. But my thing is you can't say you're changing and that you are no longer, because this was when he didn't want to perform Pepas. There was a little phase where he didn't want to talk about it. He didn't want to sing it, precisely because of all the things that it said. All the popping mollies, popping pills, smoking.
Yeah.
He came up with another one where he was talking about ass and titties and drugs. So it's like people. At least I was also confused. I was like, why are you coming out with this? But on the other side, you're talking about how you're wanting to change and you didn't want to sing Bebas no more.
Well, I feel like, in his defense,
Okay.
when that happened, I feel like, so when you become an artist as big as him or as big as anybody, there's a schedule on when things come out. So I feel like that was already in place. Like that was already scheduled to come out at a certain date.
But if you're so for it, why would you want your image to be
not ruined?
No, not ruined, but like if
you differently.
in a way, like I feel like I'm saying this word too much, but contradict itself.
Yeah.
You know?
No, well, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, this like when people schedule music out, it's like 2 months in advance, 6 months in advance.
But this is
You know what I mean? So like, if it's already in scheduled, that's what I'm saying. There's no way to. I feel like there's probably no way
I
to
feel
stop
like
it.
you can.
Well, like that, like I don't know.
When there's a will, there's a way.
But, well, that's the thing. Is he? Because I think maybe there was, maybe he forgot. I mean, I don't know. Because I know he owns his own label, which is Carbon Fiber Music. Or maybe he did at one point, then he stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like some artists that aren't owners of labels, they have no say. They have no say of what to do. They have no say in anything. In fact, being a rapper is probably not a good way, like, to sign to a label.
Wait, a little thing I just found out about the whole label and like the industry and how it works.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, huh?
Did you know? Yeah, it really is, because you know that one song with Joel y Randy, Zafaira. That's what it's called, right?
Mhm.
Zafaira. They had to pay. Fuck, what the fuck is her name?
Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott. They had to pay Missy Elliott. All the money that song is producing goes to Missy Elliott, while Joel and Randy only get 1%, and Bad Bunny only gets 1%. Because of the little beat that it's only tweaked a little bit, but all of the earnings from that song goes to her, and on top of that, Bad Bunny had to pay them. Yeah.
I mean,
And they
it's
own
fair,
it,
though.
but no, one.
I think. Well, I mean, I'm not. The amount that they're getting paid, I don't think it's fair. But since they're using someone else's beats, then I think it's fair that they get some share, but
And
not that much.
It sucks though, because it's only in a little. It's good. It's only in a little section. You know where the beat change like.
So it's not
the
that constantly in the
Zafaera.
song,
No, because it goes. Dun, 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 dun. Like you see the Zafaera. Tiene un culo cabrón. See those beats, in that song, the beat changes constantly.
Yeah.
So
Just
it's
for that one little beat.
It's not like the full song, but whatever, just to avoid any like lawsuits and everything, they signed and gave all the earnings of that song to her, and she's still making money on top of that song. And that song is a banger. You cannot say it's not a banger. So it's earning money constantly, and 97% goes to Missy Elliott. Meanwhile, Bad Bunny only gets 1%, and Jolie Randy get their 1% too.
Yeah, no, I didn't know the percentage until you actually said it, but that's not fair. But to give credit,
It's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, so the way they get these new rappers, from what I've seen, is like they give them a loan, basically, like $1 million loan, and they say you are with us until you pay back that loan. But until you do, that's all we're giving you, $1 million. And so they'll drop albums, they do concerts, all the money they're making
just to pay off that loan.
with interest.
God. So what about the whole Illuminati thing? Because supuestamente Farruko, I don't know if he said it or someone said it about him,
Mm-hmm.
but that there's like a lot of Illuminati stuff going around too, and that's another reason as to why he turned into Christianity?
Because he was in it.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he was in it.
He had to. Yeah, he was.
No.
There's this video. There's this video. I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was who's the other one that turned Christian?
Hector el Father?
I think so, but I actually think it was at Alpha. I think it was at Alpha in an interview where he said that he turned himself basically to, to a dark force. In this case, I don't know. I'ma just say the Illuminati. Don't quote me on that. But he said that he turned himself to the dark force, and that eventually he does hope. He knows that there's a plan for him, and that his plan is that once he reaches a certain level of success, he's gonna stop, turn Christian, just like Farruko. And somebody, I don't know where it was, but before he was interviewed, I saw another interview. I don't know if it was Almighty. Isn't he Christian too?
You know, he said he was, but I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, isn't he back on drugs? Wait, anyways,
that's what I'm saying. He confirmed he was turned, and to be fair, he did have a couple of songs
about Christianity, right? But
now I have no idea.
I think it was him where he said that he basically saw prophecy or something like that. He was spoken to, but he named Farruko, he named El Alfa, and he named Anuel. That they're right now in a dark force, and that he knows that later on in his plans, God's plans or whatever, that they're gonna switch and then go into Christianity basically, and join him, and leave that dark force or that dark negative energy because of all the music. I don't know, but it's crazy how, in a way, it's kind of like it's playing out that way.
Yeah.
But imagine we lose El Alfa.
That's crazy.
That sucks.
That would be different.
That sucks. That was fire.
And then supposedly with the Illuminati, it has a lot to do with like sucking, like us, like as music consumers in with the beats that they're like putting out. And not only with the lyrics, but the beat.
Example one, Pepas.
Everybody was on that.
Farruko sings Pepas in a different beat, but he never goes back to that original beat.
Nope.
I've noticed.
I think that's actually true, just because of that.
Are both on Spotify, or is it just when he sings it? Is it different beat?
It's just when he sings it.
Just when he sings it.
It's just when he sings it. But when you hear it at the club, like the beat, at least for me, it gets you turned. Like you want to do hood rat shit with it.
I mean, I feel like that's anything. You're in an environment where you want to.
Even if it plays in the car though, like in the moment, in the beginning, it may not feel like, oh my god, I'm so excited or something like that. But as time passes by, you'll start singing to it. You'll start.
I mean, exhibit number 1, My Child with that song. Robot.
Oh.
I got it. That's not her fault though. It's because of that.
No, it's not her fault.
It's because of that damn robot thing, which for a lot of people who don't know, I guess in Kansas City, there's this person that dresses up like a robot, goes to a show and just dances. Oh yeah, goes to a party and dances. You know, cool thing, cool idea. You know, I hope they're doing good for themselves, but
expensive though.
very expensive just for them to.
Just for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes, $650, $700.
You heard it here first, folks. Which, I mean, they do turn up. You know, I think we got it right.
No, we did another one.
Oh, we did another. We did the small one, huh?
We did the smaller one.
Ah.
Like, not even a robot. We just did the characters. It's just a different, like, company, I guess, quote unquote.
Interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I feel like this is it. I feel like we did a good time today. Or is there anything else you guys want to talk about? No? No? Someone's yawning, so yeah, I think it's time to close it down. Well, as your host, signing out.
Fucking saying it like that, bro.
I'm not saying you're not.
Okay, say as a co-host then.
You don't call yourself a co-host. You call yourself a host, and then the person next to you is the co-host.
No.
Yes.
Anyway,
Do you not know how that
since
works?
All three of us, the
Okay.
hosts of the
Like if,
Okay,
like if you said
guys,
I'm
this
the host,
is
and
Jessica,
then this is my co-host.
And as a host, we are calling it.
TGS out.
They're not TGS.